okay, what would be better? 200 people buying each one house by themselves, or getting 200 people all together. Instead of investing $200,000 each on their own house, what if we got those 200 people all together and we get a fund of several $1 million and invest it? If you're wanting houses, okay, fine, houses. But the buying power of getting everybody together, it's exponentially higher than one guy at a time, you know? And that's what we are doing over here. Like with the real estate fund that we're creating, it just amazed me, the buying power that we can get. One thing. Second thing, the financing available that we can get if we are all together instead of each. Just the transactional cost gets reduced dramatically.
Yeah.
And then if we want to eventually sell the assets, it's not the same as selling one house at a time than selling 200, 300, 500 houses at a time. The selling power. So.
And the bigger you are, the more your door will be knocked on.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, to your point, because I thought when I first started off, I thought I had to do this on my own. I've recognized the power in collaborating with others. And that's why there's a lot of truth to this statement, which is your net worth is directly tied to your network. So the bigger your network is, the bigger your net worth is. And when I truly understood what that meant, is when it started taking me to a whole other level. This is not something that you need to do on your own. And we've created the opportunity for people to get involved, investing directly in a fund where we're going around and we're buying mobile home parks all across the United States. Can someone do that on their own? Sure, they can attempt it. How big are they going to get? How fast can they do it? But to be able to do that in numbers and at such a higher level, there's a tremendous power in that. And
I just, to finish today's episode, I'm going to tell you a personal story. My business started, and little by little, we reinvest everything we could. So in 20 years, we developed so many, for example, machinery in our shop. One day, I was invited to do a conference in a company in Mexico, in Monterrey, and I stayed there for 3 days. The owners of the company said, hey, we need one of your shop to open a location here in Monterrey. And I'm like, oh, great. And they said, no, you're not understanding. You have to do it. Very strictly, very, I don't know how to explain it, but with a lot of strength, they asked me, you have to open a shop. It was more like a suggestion. It was more like an order, right? Like, you have to do it. And then I said, okay, but in order to do it, we have to get a group of people together. So we have a group of investors that can do it. Eventually, we got 15 people that got reduced to 11 people. And that 11 people, we put the money, and literally in months, we have all the equipment that it took me more than 20 years. In 6 months, we got all the equipment that it took me 20 years to get into my shop. Wow. That's the speed of getting together. The buying power, the negotiating power, and the capital power. And the last and most important thing, the network, the human power, the great people that you can get together into projects like this. And man, these things explode so fast. So I think it's very important to stop thinking, especially me, like Mexican, it's very, very common that we want to try everything by ourselves. I think we have to change our mindset and work more like a group of people, because that way we are we're gonna have 5% of something, but instead of having 100% of very little, 5% of something so huge that, man, you can make multiples of 10 times what you can achieve by yourself.
Well, they say Rome wasn't built in a day, right?
Yeah.
Rome wasn't also built by one person.
Exactly.